Alright, let's head upstairs. Yeah. I think this is a different spot. This is where I came from.
Smoke! What could have caused such a thing?
Given our recent combatants, I think the source of this smoke is clear. A dragon.
Let's just hope we make it to the land of the gods before we see him. We'll need to extinguish this.
Or I can go down there. Look at the weird little hole. No, let's, oh, wait. I think you're supposed to extinguish it down here, because the fire's probably down here.
Those dragonkin are responsible for the source of the smoke.
Let's fuck them up. Definitely got a kind of standard start. Wow, 3 of them got stunned, huh? Huh. 2 turns of stun. That kind of undoes the effect of everything else I did, but don't normally expect that to happen that way. That was really powerful. And nope, at least the one. Wait, they're also sleeping? Oh, they woke up. Okay. Wait, is stun treated like sleep in this game? Because that's unusual. Seriously, why is the underworld creature look like it's like a monk? Maybe he's from Mortal Kombat? Maybe that's why he's an underworld creature? Going for the guy with the highest. That's you. There we go. You've got the most now. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh, bring on the pain.
It is done.
Clean.
Sometimes I wish I excelled at things other than taking life.
Fights are getting fast. A lifesteal wand. My current wand doesn't really do much, so yeah. This one does more damage. Critical damage 5%, lifesteal 15%. I imagine the lifesteal only applies when you actually attack with said wand, which means I won't get much out of it probably.
I do enjoy that sound.
But if nothing else, maybe that critical damage will apply to more than just my passive attacks. I mean, what I mean is maybe it'll hopefully apply to my spells, not just my melee attacks. Because I don't really use them very much. Hello. You've leveled. You're the one I have the least idea of how I want to spend you, but I know Roar is a good spell. Reduce your enemy's hit chance as a multi-target and reduce their fire resist. That's actually really good right now in this level where everyone has fire resist. It's really hard to know where to spend this guy's points, to be honest. They kind of all have a value for him. I'm a little torn. Like, you get more intelligence, and intelligence makes your spell casting stronger. But of his spells, this one doesn't have attack value, and this one doesn't have attack value. And those are the ones you can use in Raven form. Like, right now, I'm not really entirely convinced that... Oh, shit. Right now, I'm not entirely convinced that having access to Raven form is that effective. I don't know. I don't totally buy the shape-shifting forms. Like, their values seem undervalued. 20% evasion's fine, but increased spellcasting power is not great if it restricts you to a form that you only have one attack spell, which isn't very strong. And then you get reduced strength, but once you've used up your other spells while you're stuck in this form, you're going to find yourself only wanting to use... you're going to find yourself wanting to use melee attacks, which are now 30% weaker, potentially. I don't know. Maybe it is super viable. It just doesn't look... The spellcasting, the shapeshifting doesn't look great. Or in particular, the one that... The bird form looks not great, but the bird spells look pretty great, so I kind of want to go down that tree for the spells, even though I'd be skipping over the actual form in the middle of it all, which seems to be the point. I don't know. His build is weird, but but the abilities I'm getting for him that mess with all the enemies seem more than useful. I don't know why I'm collecting so many fireflies, but they're all over the place. I wonder how many I've missed. They seem to be wandering around, so I'm kind of thinking that they might not be that mandatory to find every single one of. They're a little hard to find. Or they would be a little hard to keep track of all of them by the end. Hey guys, you seem to be aggressively pursuing me in the halls. Please don't kill my mage before she gets a turn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did that work on it? Oh, it worked on all of them. Yeah, it always does, doesn't it? So this one is 70% chance of frightening them, lowering their damage by 50%. This one says frighten them all with 75%, which is not a very useful description. It's unclear whether they mean 75% chance of frightening them, which is slightly better chance, or if it means that it actually, like, maybe it applies to all of them and it reduces their damage by 75%, which would actually be way better. That just makes it a really powerful spell. This guy's a taunt and insane. It says taunt and insane, but he has an effective berserk and doesn't explain that. He doesn't have a berserk buff. No, it's a... Their damage is only halved, so it has a 75% chance of applying. So he just has 2 fear spells? Isn't that like weirdly redundant for a character's build to work that way? Oh my fucking god. Mage just got scarier on top of all the other overpowered shit she's doing. Wow. So, yeah, that 15% lifesteal works on my attacks, and considering the giant AoE attacks I do, that's just a lot of... Oh man, when they get when they take frost damage at the beginning of their turn, do they heal me every turn? Like, how overpowered did the spellcaster just get? Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, so now we know this on... Okay. So this is like this. They both reduce damage by 50%. This one is a 70% chance of working. It costs half as much. This one costs twice as much, has only 5% higher chance of working, but it also removes buffs and taunt. So this is what I want to use if I want to remove their taunt. But otherwise I don't want to use it because it's more expensive. And the 5% chance of applying being slightly higher isn't that worth it. Let's reduce their fire resist. If I do that, my fire spellcaster is going to be a lot scarier. We need to rest. Hey guys, I heard you lost some fire resist. That wasn't very strong though. Aw. So many of them are insane and feared that they're just not really attacking me, and that's just fantastic news for me. It's only a 75% successful taunt, but I don't think I've noticed anyone attacking past him. It's hard to tell. They're dying of the ice. I don't see green numbers popping up though, so I don't think that it's actually healing them based on that, because that would have been nice and massively overpowered. And they're gonna die of ice now, or this. Yay. I can't believe they let it work that way. I can't believe my spellcasting. Like I was hoping for it against hope.
Climb past the vines blocking the exit.
Somewhere Alpha is having a hearty laugh.
That glyph seems important. The sun. What? Oh, more fireflies. Oh, I've been ambushed. Shit. Ooh. I can't parse on the fly what's happening. I have to check the debuffs. So 4 of them are feared. Because all I see is a word pop up on all 5 of them at once, then disappear after only a second. And resisted and frightened are a very similar word length. So yeah, look at my character, 25 out of 79 health. 77 out of 79 health. It's so powerful. It's so powerful. Meanwhile, between taunt and insanity, like no damage is actually coming at my party. Let's heal the party a bit, and they can rest next turn. Definitely try to use the rest as often as possible because it wears out. I mean, it wears out is not a sentence that made that much sense. I use it as often as possible because we have to ration so much energy, and so using it basically on cooldown is actually like the best solution in many cases. They're just destroying each other. It's a little hard to tell because they're all facing me as if they're attacking me. So they have reduced fire resist. It still does garbage damage. I don't think it's worth it, even with the reduction. Oh no, Meze has no energy and he can't rest right now. That's too bad. Oh, he helped a little bit. There's a whole like effectiveness meter thing about how good melee versus ranged is against each row, but I largely ignore that just because each character specializes in either ranged or melee. So at most I might shoot back people first or melee front people first, but other than that I don't necessarily care about which one's which. Like if it's the remaining character for me to attack, I'm going to attack them regardless. Oh, they can go into these little slots. And it plays a very high-pitched chime noise. Ow, stop it, please. Okay, so this is where the Firefly's mechanic comes in. Putting them in specific positions seems like it probably affects puzzle solutions.
It's as though the tree itself is testing us with these exits closed by vines.
Ah, there's a moon. So removing all of them gives me the moon, which is the easy path to take because all I have to do is remove them. Whereas the sun one would require me to bring in extra ones that I brought from the outside world. Make it the harder one. I'm gonna do that one. Thankfully they're all on the map. I just noticed. Which will make them easier to track. Ah, I don't like that chime noise. It's like building upon itself and getting louder and more high-pitched.
I'm training myself to transform into many creatures.
Fuck.
Sadly, a firefly is not one of these.
I can't do it yet. I don't have enough fireflies. So not yet, but I think I understand the puzzle. I could have backtracked immediately in order to try to do in order to try to find more fireflies, but oh, this is the secret? Okay, so the other one's considered to be not the secret then, right? That's surprising. Huh. So then never mind, I want to put them all in. And I'm gonna want to find another firefly. I think my logic was sound though. Taking them all out is way easier than finding enough to put more in. So it makes sense that putting them all in and filling every single one would be the secret. But they have been setting up the idea of taking them throughout this entire zone. So based on that, it does make sense that getting enough of them would be the secret. I mean, would be the way forward.
There's too much darkness in this spot.
It matches my own song. Oh, come on. You all know she's fighting not to say that.
When can I throw him off the limb?
Never. We like him more than you. So one more Firefly. Probably from earlier in the dungeon before I realized that I could get them in the first place. But they also wander a bit, so they're easy to miss. Oh, right there. Oh, is that fire instead of a firefly? Looks like it. Yeah, a lot of these earlier bright spots were actually like a fire, as opposed to fireflies. So I can't acquire them. At least they seem like a fire. You wouldn't want to fire at a tree, it feels like, but I don't know. Maybe they're just raw life energy, like in Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. Let's go back to the beginning since we're like right there. No. That might have been the only one I missed.
You'll want to see what has just arrived.
Why not? Do I have anything to make it the cauldron? Not at the moment.
What will it be this time? Weapons? Armor?
Let's sell. Haven't been doing that enough lately. There go the valuables. That's 10 agility. For the agility boys that aren't really being used right now. 1 strength and a tiny resistance to fear. Lightning resist armor. The Lesser Book of Flames. We've been over why I don't want those so much. The Hun Saber. Not generally in the biggest hurry to deal with these. Hey, they can be rearranged slightly to put the tank first. Doesn't affect anything besides their order of sorting, but that's just how they fell in. We're a few zones deep now. Where was the hammer that I didn't do before? You. Let's go take a look for a moment. That's bothering me. And because thankfully these are not very long loading times. Also maybe save because it's been a little bit. All right. Oh. Ooh. Oh, there's a lot happening all of a sudden. All right. Haha. Does that work on? You can make the golem insane? How? What? Okay.
Should have stayed home.
Unfortunately, our characters are running out of stuff. Alright, so yeah, I thought you couldn't make this thing work, but it turns out I just needed to click on the water or something. Either way, we've got it now. I'm gonna reduce your fire resist so I can do the upcoming fire attacks. Damage reflected. Ah. Damage reflection just kind of happens in general, it looks like. It's part of the authentic experience. Let's do some ice. Oh, we are not doing much damage. I'll give it a go anyway. Try not to use out Meze's other abilities because Meze does not have any energy right now. Just punching him a lot actually might be the best approach for a lot of our characters. Bit of a mixed effect. I shoot them with my mage. Damage gets reflected back on my mage, but also life leech happens, so I both gain and lose extra health at the same time, and the math kind of fights it out. Ooh, there's some damage. Also, ouch. Oh, the horde's coming back out. Summoning a bunch of dudes. No. Damn. There we go. I need them gone. They healed him for a whole bunch. Crap. Let's do a big bad attack. Not as you, though. I need to apply other things. Oh, did that... No, that applied that to him. Go for that fire damage. Yeah. I need to burn him down, because apparently he's going to summon extra dudes. And then those dudes are going to heal him, and that's really bad for me. So don't do that, please. Let's go for damage reflection. Hopefully him attacking me will cause him to get hit back. That's a big miss. I don't even know how you miss a guy that big, but he managed. Sure, let's damage boost the party. I need to burn you down. Even if you are hurting me half the time. Or every time, actually. I need you to die before you summon those guys again. I'm not even trying to tank right now, because he doesn't usually pose that much of a threat. Uh-oh. No. Don't heal him. No. He has 2/3 of his health again. Shit. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, and the back one taunts, so you can't even target him directly anymore. Shit. Oh, that wasn't the best one. I should have stuck with the other one. Damn it. I'm gonna be here for a very long time. Holy crap. They're not even damaging me. Like, I don't even have healing to do right now.
Your death was meaningless.
It's just not a nice thing to say. That's the big scary spell. Let's do the energy recovery so that people can do some real attack here. Yeah, recharge 60% of energy. Yes. Get scary, get dangerous. Just spam big attacks. Damage boost to the party. Big hit. Come on, end this fight. Yes. He's down to 12. There it goes. Wow. Black goat skin. Intelligence and vigor. Oh, and 5% energy. That's probably a good one for my mage. Big loot. Probably not the worst thing that I came here now instead of earlier, because that was actually like a problem.